Ji, Assalamualaikum everyone. Welcome back to the chapter 6 of Stumps and Insights, the ultimate cricket discourse. Tonight I have with me Hassan Ali, who is a good friend and is a lawyer, and we'll be discussing in detail of the recent about the re- about the recent chaos that has been surrounding Pakistan's cricketing fraternity. It is indeed an extremely sad state of affairs, and excuse me, it is indeed an extremely sad state of affairs, and as a fan, as an analyst, I am extremely saddened by what is happening in our cricket board and the way that our players are being treated, being treated by the cricket board. This episode is going to be about the legal course of action that Babar Azam can take against whoever he deems responsible for leaking that particular screenshot on national television. uh, we at Stumps and Insights believe that what happened was a cybercrime, as it was a direct violation of Section 4 of PECA, Pakistan's Electronic Crimes Act 2016, which constitutes the act committed as cybercrime. You can also see on the details of this particular act and how some people have violated this act on our screens. And I'm joined by my friend Hassan. Hassan, first tell me, how are you? Give us a brief introduction about yourself, and then why don't you shed some light on this violation violation of Section 4 that has been carried out by some people, and how do you think Babar Azam will be taking can take his legal course of action after all of this fiasco that has occurred?
Assalamu alaikum everyone. My name is Hassan Ali and I am a lawyer. I have recently graduated last year from the University of London and I'm currently working with a policy institute for human rights in Pakistan. बेसिकली जब हम इस चीज़ को देखते हैं कि साइबर क्राइम पाकिस्तान में कितना रिपोर्ट होता है और कितना एक्चुअली हाउ मेनी ऑफ दोज केसेस एक्चुअली गो थ्रू दे आर फार एंड फ्यू इन बिटवीन जो एक्चुअली जाते हैं कोर्ट्स तक या people aren't very well informed about this actually being a crime or what their rights to their privacy or rights to their safety are. PECA 2016 बेसिकली की definitions जो हैं वो सेक्शन 2 में होती हैं एंड सेक्शन 2 सबसेक्शन 19 जो है उसमें information is defined as including any form of text, message, data, voice, sound, database, video, signals or software. So, and for an offense to fall under this act, the offense can be of different kinds, but the particular offense that we're going to be looking at is that in Section 4, which states, and I may quote, that whoever with dishonest intention and without authorization copies or otherwise transmits or causes to be transmitted any data shall be punished with imprisonment for a term which may extend to 6 months or with a fine which may extend to 100,000 rupees or both. Let me simplify that for you. Basically, what it says is in layman language कि आपके पास you have any form of data, text, message, a video, a voice recording, any sort of software which wasn't supposed to be with you in the first place, or which maybe if you even have the legal access to that, you're not legally allowed to transmit that information to somebody else. So offense वो तब होता है कि either you weren't supposed to have that information in the first place, but given the scenario that we're facing right now with our captain Babar Azam, which is a very concerning matter to say the least, एक WhatsApp chat आप किसी के साथ सिर्फ तब करते हो when you're comfortable with that person and you're talking to them about issues. अगर आप you're the captain of the national team, तो आपको बहुत responsibilities होती हैं. You have to speak your mind very बहुत सोच समझ के आपको बोलना पड़ता है और सब कुछ. तो अगर आपने किसी एक स्पेसिफिक इंडिविजुअल के साथ अपने उस कंफर्ट जोन और अपने उस सेफ्टी के अंदर आपने बात की हुई है, तो यू वुड एक्सपेक्ट, आई एम अज्यूमिंग वी वुड ऑल एक्सपेक्ट दैट वी हैव द राइट टू कि वो बात थ्रू any official or unofficial channel public tak na pahunche. If obviously that was meant for the public, it would have been carried out in a press conference, right? अगर आपने अपने उस कंफर्ट जोन के अंदर और सेफ्टी के अंदर आपने किसी से वो बात की भी है एंड दे देन एंड अप screening that text message or particular text message for the sake of this conversation, but it can be data, it can be a voice message, anything. They end up screening that on national television, and that also through a third party, not even the person that you were texting in the first place. एक third person के पास वो चीज़ पहुंची है और फिर वो थर्ड पर्सन उस चीज़ को नेशनल टेलीविजन पे स्क्रीन कर रहा है, तो फिर obviously given आपको evidence and all of that you have to take into account in the field of law, but on the face of it, given just the facts that we have been presented as of yet, कि वो chat उस specific बंदे के साथ who let's just not name him right now, उस specific बंदे के साथ भी नहीं हुई और उस specific बंदे ने national television पे वो chat की भी. And I'm glad that on that show specifically someone, I think it was Azhar Ali, I think he even questioned that this shouldn't be aired on television right now. I'm glad that somebody had the nerve to say that on live television. But वो चीज़ उस बंदे ने लाइव टेलीविजन पे ब्रॉडकास्ट की, समथिंग दैट वाजंट शेयर्ड विद हिम डायरेक्टली, something that came through him through a third party, and he shared it on live television without the knowledge of the person that it was originally shared with, or without the knowledge of the person who shared it in the first place. So basically, when you look at it, all of the evidence, वो तो आपको सब बाद में देखना पड़ता है, law में all of the evidence वो आता है नहीं आता, but on the face of it, अगर एक बंदे ने, to put it simply, एक बंदे ने वो information जो उसके पास किसी third person के through आई है, which wasn't supposed to be with him in the first place, and then he continues to transmit that information to another person or another source, which was done on live television. So this, on the face of it, again, prima facie, it does constitute a violation of Article number 4, Section number 4, Article number 4, whatever you want to call it, of the PECA 2016. And probably, I'm sure Babar Azam would have a lot of lawyers at his disposal, or he would have proper legal analysis at his disposal. And I'm sure this is something that he can take forward in court. And it is something which is definitely worth taking forward in court. Back to you, Arham.
Yeah, I think that was very very nicely articulated by Hassan. Thank you very much. I think to shed some further light into what Hassan said, what we are trying to say is that what that particular individual, that journalist, did on national television, it is a crime, and the act officially states, if I'm not wrong, that the perpetrator or the perpetrators can be taken to court, and they can be tried for the specific crime that they have committed. So we urge Babar Azam to take a stand. And as a fan of Babar Azam and as a fan of the Pakistan cricket team, I know Hassan is also a very big fan of the Pakistan cricket team. So I think I speak on behalf of at least some of the Pakistan fans that we urge Babar Azam to take a stand for himself, and we declare that we are standing with him in this wrath that he is currently facing from the board, and we sincerely hope and pray that Babar Azam the uh, gets the rights that he deserves, and whatever the outcome of the World Cup is, nobody should be treated like that. And to quote, nobody should be treated like that. So I think let's hope for the best, and let's hope that this sort of what do you call it? This sort of stuff shouldn't be happening. Pakistan Cricket Board में अभी शाहिद अफरीदी literally termed this इस हरकत को उसने term किया as घटिया on on a news channel. So I think ऐसी चीज़ें नहीं होती, ठीक है, ना ही होनी चाहिए, खास तौर पे आपकी नेशनल टीम के कैप्टन के साथ ऐसा बिल्कुल नहीं होना चाहिए. We fully condemn it as fans, as analysts, and we hope that Babar Azam gets the justice and the respective apologies that he deserves. Thank you, and Allah Hafiz from me and Hassan.